So, and of course, Planned Parenthood comes tromping in with all kinds of money that's been siphoned out of various sources, and Planned Parenthood. So, why is it called Planned Parenthood? Their intention is to kill babies, murder babies, but yet it's called Parenthood. It's not Parenthood, And Margaret Sanger, who created this horrible, horrific group, now has passed on to her reward in eternity. These people have just a horrific agenda. It wasn't her that said that crowd the people into the ghettos and let the plague have their way. These people are Malthusianists. These people are anti-human in their agenda. So again, those of you who are sending your kids to these public schools, you now have something else to cry about in terms of the indoctrination that's going to be done to your children. Senate Study Bill 1088, discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identification under Iowa Civil Rights Code. We're going to make immorality a protected class. Senate File 61, bullying bill, promoting the protection of select categories of students rather than all students. See, again, what's happened in America is we've lost our way. With all the songs, all the little etchings in the courtrooms and so forth, talk about liberty and justice for all, as in ALL. But what's happened is everyone sits back, fat, dumb, and happy, and lets these homosexual lobbyists and gay and lesbian organizations, as they call it, come in and push these pieces of legislation through where there's not liberty and justice for all. It's liberty and justice for the homosexuals, and no liberty and justice for you. In fact, they're gonna punish you for what you say. No free speech. They're going to force you to do things. So it's not liberty and justice for you, it's liberty and justice for them. Your speech is censored. Their speech is free speech. They can have gay parades and march down the street and do whatever they want, but not you. And I believe it was Obama in his book that talked about your religion is to be kept to yourself. God forbid if he becomes president. So what we're going to do is we're going to give special rights and special privileges for people that are just totally enamored with aberrant sexual and deviant sexual activities, which is what makes them what they are. I didn't have to do anything to become a minority. They have to do something to gain their status. And what they're doing is immoral acts. They don't talk about that. They make it sound like they just, I just woke up one day and I'm a homosexual. Well, no, not exactly. So the bottom line is that, there's a price to pay with these different political legislation that are being pushed through, and the conservatives sitting back and watching sports. How about them Cowboys? And then these laws are just being ran through by these liberal Democrat groups. So many of them. Senate Study Bill 1088, Senate File 61. How about House File 149, also parallel bullying bill, promoting the protection of select categories of students rather than all students. House File 324, government funding preschool for 4-year-olds, providing a disincentive for parents to stay home with their young children. Don't stay home with your children. Give your children to Hillary. Hillary will take care of them. She will be their parent. She will put her twisted, sick views into those children. God save us. God help us. House File 324. House File 324, government-funded preschool, providing for a disincentive for parents to stay home with their children. Senate File 162, legalizing of human cloning. We really just want to go numb on these concepts. So we're going to produce humans. These are humans. These are not, chicken eggs. These are not, rocks. These are human eggs. These are humans that we're going to clone. And then we're going to take these humans and we're going to harvest organs out of them. And so, could you imagine some guy walking down the street 30 years from now, assuming there's still a world here, assuming there's still a country here, if God hasn't scraped it off into the ocean by then, or the people in the Middle East come over here and do it for him. But imagine 30 years from now, 50 years from now, walking down the beach with your clone, how is it that you look exactly like me? How is it that you made me? Why did you make me? Well, I made you so that when I get sick and old, we're going to kill you and we're going to take your organs out of you so I can have a good and healthy and comfortable life. absolutely incredible. So basically, what they're saying at the Iowa Family Policy Center is they've had a deluge of anti-family bills. I would take it further and say they're anti-Christian bills. You know, I'll focus on the family. I'll focus on Christ. So basically, we really need to wake up and take a look at some of these issues.